So, I saw on, she says that, if I'm saying it right, Mr. Coffee Man, uh, the Kendra G interview that was on, I guess the show's called TMI. And I'll make sure that, I put the link and all that stuff for his video. Um, but I can't believe now he called her out for not giving credit to R.I.P. Kevin Samuels for the things that he turned her on to, that she ended up discovering are completely correct. She didn't agree at the time. Um, but anywho, so I would love someone to do a video with a comparison of the two, the Kevin Samuels and this interview, where she basically is like taking the credit for this magical discovery. Oh my gosh, by the way, happy 4th of July, everybody. Listen, I know our country's screwed up, but she's our country, and really, she's the last place on earth, honestly. That's why they still try to get in here as much as possible. So anyway, let's see. I want to show you guys, see if it works. All right. Kendra G. As a result of her dating show, we've seen Kendra pretty much everything that she argued about with Kevin Samuels, and has now proven that he was right all along. Here's a video that's gone unnoticed. Shout out to the TMI, hosted by Tamika and Myson. That's the name of the podcast. In this actual video, they have Kendra G come up.
show. And just I'm inspired, and then some days I'm not inspired. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be by myself because it just it just ain't gonna work. Because it's just not gonna work for me. So Kendra G, a TV and radio personality, she was a host on 107.5 in Chicago, but she has since left that job to focus 100% on this new baby that we're going to be talking about so much today, which really kind of gives her the expertise to come and be a part of this bonding of the sexes series. Kendra G of Kendra G Singles. That's me. I need to be on the show. I was going to ask what qualifies Kendra G as an expert, and then they said expert of Kendra G singles, and I was like, okay, she may be an expert of single.
I don't know. We're studying this fair use.
Exactly where they're at. The other thing you guys should probably know are the hosts right there. They aren't married. Let's keep listening. Listen, I definitely want to pick up off of when you said find your husband. We're going to talk about that more because I want to know, do you really want to get married? No, maybe not. Really, I don't know. Yeah. That's what some women should be okay with, because I think a lot of women say I want a husband, but do they think about, do you really want to be a wife? Like, a wife really is a job.
Yes,
like,
it is. 24/7.
Everything second, career and your family, children, or whatever now trumps that. And I'm not a person that feels like you have to be married to be validated. But I think once people accept what they really want, then they'll understand why they keep attracting certain people in their lives. So that's why I said, do you really want to be a wife, girl? Yeah, I mean, you know what I want? No, you don't. And first of all, thank you, Kendra, for joining TMI today. So let's go back and start at the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
but I would say that yes,
plus. Hi, everybody. I'm sweating. Hold on. Let my Dixie girl in. Hi. Crazy. Anyway, we are doing Kendra G. Love you, baby. The Dixie girl. She is really old. And I may not be able to finish this right now, but the whole point is that she has a total opportunity to give Kevin Samules the proper credit, for teaching her about the statistics and what the real numbers were and how all the women basically want the same men. So I'm going to try to go a little further here. Oh, whoops. What am I doing? I don't know. All right, hold on. Amateur. Let's see, hold on.
I definitely want a husband, but I don't know if I want a husband for the right reasons. And that's something that I'm checking in with. I want a husband because I believe that from my parents' perspective, right? I watched my parents, and my mom had a stroke, and now my dad is her caregiver, right? And she had been his caregiver all the way up to the point of her becoming disabled based upon this terrible health crisis. And I see that, I don't know if this is the right reason, but I see how they have been one another's solid rock. And I feel like as I get older, like
just
what's
listen,
going to happen
watch.
to me if I don't have someone there that is like committed to me in that way? That's the thing for me. I don't know anymore about a whole bunch of things, but I do know that you're supposed to have a partner. So I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, let's get started. Let's go backwards.
That's a good question. What's going to happen to her if she decides to continue the way she's been going and doesn't find a man? Well, you're going to be by yourself. I saw it for years and years working in assisted living facilities, care homes, plenty of single women by themselves. You're just by yourself dealing with it. And those are the fortunate women, the people who can afford the care. And you might be asking, well, what about the men? Well, men don't have to be told that being a husband is a job. In most cases, they understand that they have to bring something of value to the table. There are a few men out here who expect that they will be taken care of, like mothers. But the vast of men understand that a woman's love is closely attached to the value that you provide. Women do not believe in the work that comes from the woman's end, modern women today, to maintain that relationship. Most of them do not. Let's keep listening.
Let's go backwards. Let's talk about your background, because I want people to know that you're not just Kendra G singles. You started somewhere. So let's talk about who you are and how you got started.
Like, I'm a 20-year radio and television veteran. I went to Hampton University. And like you mentioned, I was hosting a morning show in Chicago, and then COVID happened. COVID happened in 2020, and the world was shut down. This is pre-mask. This is April. The world just got shut down. You can't go into work. Don't touch each other. Don't talk to your neighbor. We're still trying to figure out this pandemic that's going on. So we're really stuck in the house. And at that time, Instagram Live was like the go-to. Everybody was connecting still via Instagram Live. Shout out to D Nice. He had us dancing. So I was like, you know what? I was in a relationship, and we literally broke up in the pandemic. And then I became like single. And because single and pandemic, I always equated to Will Smith, I Am Legend. It was like I had a dog, and that's literally, I can only be with my dog. I was like, this is a lonely life. Let me go on live and see if I can hook up other single people that might feel like me. And literally that.
The pandemic broke up so many relationships, man. A lot of people were splitting up during the pandemic. Because
okay, anyway, I'm probably going to post... Oh, sorry. God, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably going to post that video so you guys can watch the whole thing, but I want to show the original Kevin Samules, Kendra G moment. Let's see. Someone that actually knows what they're doing could do a very good job with this video. Kendra G. Maybe I'll put in a request to Vibing with Run. Sir Vibing with Run, I saw you there. Hi. Yeah, okay, hold on, I should catch it. Definitely Spanky Day keeps the divorce away. Hey, oh, that's wild. I have me on live on my other phone. That is really bizarre. Where's my Kendra G? Oh, because I'm talking about it, so it came
Used
up.
to desire those type of men. I don't used to desire those type. I don't really desire them that much because I don't want to fulfill what they desire. And one of the things we mentioned the other night is you got to share that man. A lot of times that man he makes 400,000 or more.
Oh, sorry.
He may have another woman, and I know I cannot deal with that. So I think a lot of women sometimes say they want these men, but they've never dated it because if they had, they wouldn't be just focusing on the money. There's a lot of women that have men with money, but they're not always happy either.
I don't judge by what women want. If you want to focus on your career, do that. But see, one thing women have not been told in this
Rest in
country
peace.
is there's a cost to all of it. You can't have it all. Men can't have it all. There are trade-offs and choices. If you chose to focus on your career, I am all for that. Do it. But it comes at a cost of your prime childbearing years. I don't make human beings the way they are. So this is the choice we're gonna have to make.
I wholeheartedly agree. And I was engaged to my college sweetheart. I went to Hampton, and I chose to focus on my career instead of becoming a wife. I have no regrets. And just as I hear what you're saying with statistics, one of my best friends just got married last year. She's pregnant, doing any day now, and she's 41, and she's a black woman. So all I'm saying is, yes, you're right. Maybe the statistics aren't there, but in my reality, that
anecdotal evidence doesn't change the fact. Anecdotal evidence doesn't change the fact. You know people like you. That does not change the reality.
okay.
We're actually having a conversation about women having babies in their 40s. That's how warped we've become in the black
Tell
community
it.
because we cannot get it together in our prime mating and marrying years. Because so many of our women value these so-called careers. Now, I don't doubt that you have a career, but I gotta let you know how many women I've talked to over the countless years who call their job a career. Most people have jobs. Most people don't have careers. And it seems to be like in Becky, Marisol, Nyling, and I knew all go out and have jobs and careers. Just like black women have jobs and careers and still be able to spin that plate and find a husband.
Western women are messing up,
Every
period.
other race of women seem to be able to do that. But black women are doing it at a 1/4 ratio. And the next closest women are white women who are married twice as much as you are.
Not by
And that's not to
2030.
anybody. You're not marrying anybody.
Can I respond to that? I hear what you're saying. But I also think that if women are realistic and they are open to dating and maybe not always focusing on the money and maybe to give up some things on their list, it is possible. I know you say yourself your mother got married at 50. There's people that do still find love in their 40s, and I just think that I don't want women to feel
And her 3 sisters died alone.
Huh?
And her 3 sisters on the way to dying alone.
Well, speaking of dying alone, I had a mother who wasn't married when she died, and she didn't die alone. She died from
Do you think black women have been given do you think black women have been given the accurate message for life?
I will say no. I'll give you that. But I will say this too. There's a lot of things I do agree with you on, Kevin, and that's why I came on your platform. But I will say the dialogue thing. I don't want to give women. I don't think women should be fair.
I do. I think it was some healthy fear. Because here's the thing: when we do this whole coddling, don't act like it is what it is. No, we need to tell you, smoking causes cancer. Right. We don't need to tell you smoking causes baby. Smoking makes you happy. Because I'm looking at our community. Black men are at the bottom, black women at the bottom, black boys are at the bottom. You're the only group of women who stand out proudly and saying, I don't need a man to make it through life. No other group or race of women is so bold to stand outside and say, put all the
I
pressure
wonder
on
if this is
the
someone's video. Whoops. I don't know whose video that is. Anyway, you can actually find the original, but, she argues with him. She fusses with him. She doesn't want to say that a woman's appearance, or that they should be told that they should have an age to shoot for to have children, she wouldn't answer that question. She wasn't very happy with the interview, but she learned a lot. And as she went on to do her singles thing, where she interviews these chicks and stuff, she found out that he was right. In that first interview that we played on the TMI podcast or whatever, that was her opportunity to give someone who taught her something his roses. You know, R.I.P. St. Kevin Samules, and uh, R.I.P. to the channel of Obsidian. I don't even know how long he had a channel, but he was one of the core founders of the Black Manosphere with O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out. Which I hope O'Shea does he does such funny videos. And probably lots of people are going to do it. Hi, Surviving with Run. Let's see. What boyfriend? Yeah, R.I.P. Goodness. Um, so she definitely missed that opportunity to actually bridge the gap. There was a chance to bring the manosphere and the woman whatever together and say, okay, well, I learned that these facts are true. And she could have validated what all of you men have been saying for a very long time. But no, that's too far. So anyway, I hope that some folks do a good job with that, um, and have a good time with it, because the contrast to the video she did with him, and then to literally use all the talking points that you learned from The Godfather for your show, and then do interviews celebrating your success and mentioning the COVID, mentioning things that were going on, how everybody was tuned in online. You know, you couldn't give him a shout out, you know, how he made major success. They even gave him a tribute at the BET Music Awards. You know, did the interviews with T.I., his little kind of silly, but whatever, interview with Nicki Minaj. He let her get away with too much, but you know, maybe even KS was a little starstruck, or they made a deal that she could just say whatever she wanted. I don't know, but it wasn't as hardcore as it should have been. But hi, yeah. So anywho, it's okay. He has fans, he has haters. I don't know. I tend to appreciate what there is to appreciate about people that have earned it in certain areas. They're good at things and whatever. And then I know certain things annoy other people. It's okay. I try to just give due respect, and overlook for the most part the little tips or misunderstandings or disagreements, or, you know, some people will never agree on certain things. That's okay. Ultimately, we're all still together on the same team, you know, unless you're part of the 13 bloodlines, then we all in it together. So I really hope that's a whole nother subject. But I really do hope that more and more people, as they see what they're trying to do with setting up, they just really want to push us into, that's 3 W's actually. Oh, that's kind of like part of their weird, these occult people are just crazy, and they literally do run the world. I hate to say it. It is what it is. They're going to ban me again, but nobody wants to talk about that. The things that I've talked to my mom about, and just the utter disgust with the fact that, they deleted, we have copies out there circulating, but they deleted thousands of hours that showed the J6 people, the ones where the cops opened the door and let them in and showed them where to go, and they're walking through the velvet ropes and yada yada, and little grandmas, and people thinking there was some kind of freaking tour or some shit. And then you've got the other video of the shaman dude being led around by 2 Capitol po-pos that led him through the building. It's all on video. Opened up Pelosi's door, showed him where to go. It was like, it was such a setup. And then you've got on video Congress or court hearings where they're questioning the alphabet, not that alphabet, the other ones. FBI, not the fun and beautiful and intelligent women, but the other kind. They were questioned by different U.S. representatives, and they said, did you have undercover agents that were provocateurs, agitators, da 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 da? And they refused to directly answer the question because it said they put their people in jeopardy. But basically, it comes down to the fact that there was hundreds of different alphabet GOV people in the crowd, and nobody's surprised by this. I mean, they shouldn't be. So anyway, I shouldn't even be talking about this right now. But just the fact that our own country didn't go into the streets when all these little grandmas and people that should never have been imprisoned for this were imprisoned and have been held there without any sort of rights. Do you know how insane that is? That's not good. That's not good. And when we didn't raise but a fuss, except for people like Marjorie, God forbid you mention that lady's name, you're really going to be on the list. But you know, it's just bad. There's some really bad things that have happened that should not have happened, and we really gotta fix it. We really do. We really do. Like, we need a lot of people to volunteer to work the polls. Like, if there is any chance at all, if there's any chance at all, we have to, like, literally overwhelmingly vote. And the sad thing is, possibly with the push of a button, hey, you know, how many years have we had to hear Russia, 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 Russia? You can come out with the truth a million times. It doesn't even matter. You can still meet people that believe it's all true and don't realize that Hillary, paid for that, and stupid media. And then you got like the 51 intelligence officers, former whatever, that wrote that op-ed to the New York Times or the New York Post, I think. And they all said Hunter, his screen there was fake news, disinformation from the Kremlin. And they just been lying, and look, it came out that no, it's true, it's real. And with all the things that keep coming out that we've been saying is true, still banned. They took my Facebook away. I can't get on there, see my pictures, see my people, my family I used to talk to around the world in different countries through Facebook Messenger and things like that. I'll just have to use something else, but it's pretty annoying because I've had it for a long time and I have a lot of memories on there that come up and things I like to save. So I don't know if I've lost it all, but it's very, very annoying and it's not right. Meanwhile, on Instagram, these girls are showing their whole naked ass. Their whole entire naked ass. They are... I can't post anything. And these people are flashing images of like 30 seconds, naked ass shaking, 30 seconds with their thong on, blah, 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 going back and forth, and if no one reports it, it's going through. And that's crazy because that is like complete unchecked towards pornography of kind of stuff they're doing. Girls making out. I mean, they're doing all kinds of stuff on there. It's Instagram crazy. Like, what the heck? Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope someone does a good video. Quite a few people do some videos, and I hope she gets swamped and she has to admit that that interview with KS changed her viewpoint, perspective, and taught her some things. And, she should have given credit. That's what I think. So, anyhow, love you guys. And I don't know, anything else? I'm not sure. My love and master, he's doing much better, but it's really been a process. He's off all the stupid medication they tried to put him on, except for his normal blood pressure and like something he has to take to help the stents heal for like at least 6 months. So, but he's doing good. I'm cooking him good food and taking good care of my love and master. I'm up like all different hours of the night. I'm totally exhausted, and my Dixie Girl's peeing blood, and I'm fried. But I wanted to say hi, and I haven't had a chance. And of course, again, happy 4th of July. Hope you got to be with your family. I did. It was really fun. We had a great time together. My one son that's married, they stayed up where they live, but that's okay. They were tired. And they worked the next day. But we had a great time. Tried to teach the little boy how to swim. I was like, I've taught 4 other kids. It should be easy. Anyway, but it was fun. And trampoline and fireworks, and I did everything. I was swimming, trampolining with this 6-year-old and a young lady. She's so sweet. Her name's Kelly. She's my sweet friend, and we had fun. Some all the kids were playing football and all that kind of stuff, and the fire pit and just stuff you're supposed to do. Nibble on all the goodies. And my mother-in-law didn't come. That was really sad. I need to call her. I don't know. People age very strange, and a lot of times women in particular seem to hold grudges, and then they just rather just not talk to you at all. Not this time, I think, against me, but there's other issues. It is what it is. But I've known her since I was 14 years old. Can you imagine? I love her dearly. She loves us too, but tough lady. She's the kind of lady that could help you repair your roof, or she mows the grass. Well, I do too, but works on things. She's helped her husband work on things for years and years, and she's a tough cookie. I'll give her that. She is a tough cookie. Pretty smart on the how to fix things and stuff, because she's learned a lot. Her and her husband been together for a long, long time, probably since their early 20s, 22, 23. Anyway, I don't know, guys. I'll have some more stories soon, but we've just been super busy, and it's hard to keep up. But trying to take care of myself and work on everything that I need to. And at some point, get some rest. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao. Cheese.